A brand new world to be confused by. Oh, fuck. It looks like the whole world is one room? Am I imagining that? It might not matter though. I don't know if there's any pass-through. Nope, there's a window up there. Oh, the walls are connected. So the floor is all separated, but up here there's a window. I don't know where I-4 is, but it might be behind that wall. So the entire world might be this one room, so get used to looking at this place. But hey, this is like the first ReThink game where I didn't go into the settings and change the brightness and contrast. Can you still do that? I didn't even look. Oh my god, have I been playing this entire time at 720p and not noticed? I'm not sure if I noticed the difference. I just played this entire game at 720p, didn't I? Huh. Forgot to check that one. I always turn off motion blur and turn on VSync just because I want the game to limit itself to a frame rate so it doesn't make my computer angry. Because when VSync's turned off, this game runs at like 5,000 frames per second and my computer gets hot and loud because it just uses all the resources it can. Yeah, brightness and contrast are all still in here. I just didn't bother, because I can mostly see stuff this time around. The lighting seems a little more dim all over the place, which is good because the lasers need to contrast. The ground is gray. I don't know if that's a change or not, but this ground is really gray, like darker gray, and so are the walls. Like all the interactive tiles are almost black, which significantly increases the visibility of the beams, like by a lot. I'm just afraid of thinking about the future of this room, so I won't. Okay, so we have 10 diamonds. One of them's already filled in. It's a lot. It's not even worth trying to look at that right now. Hello. I can switch these if I so desire. And maybe I do? Maybe I do? I think I do. This purple beam goes into this purple diamond without crossing a single spot. So purple is going, like this, whatever laser here is gonna go into this. There's no spot to stop it. Whereas this can be redirected. And it'll have to be, because it's currently... Yeah, I need blue only to go through it. There we go. And then you just redirect the purple into that to do that. Or a red. Like the one over here. Yeah. Opposite of that. No. I need something that redirects the red, but lets the purple through. Oh, that's you, isn't it? No. Oh wait, green will filter out the yellow. Still. No, it won't. It'll filter out the blue. That's bad. Damn it. We have a bit of a contrast here. Contradiction. A problem. Because this blue's gonna go through here, so probably will go through here like that, and not like diagonally or whatever, because it'd be like, why would I send it that way? It's a weird direction to send that in. So I'm thinking... Oh, you guys can see my volume slider. Why can you see my volume slider? Oopsie. Because I still have this thing set to capture specifically No Man's Sky, so it's going through to screen capture instead of game capture. There we go. Is it gone now? It's not gone! Stop it. Oh, now it's gone. There, now it's recording correctly. I'm competent. Okay. I really want to redirect... I really want to redirect just the red into that. Cause... What? I thought it doesn't work that way because I've seen other instances of it not working that way, haven't I? Where like if it's purple and it's getting purple, but then you add one of the constituents of purple into it, it then interrupts because it's like, ah, some kind of pollution is happening here. Turns out it's fine, I guess. I'm not really sure why. Weird. Anyway, let's redirect the green this way, because there's a green cube over here. So we probably wanted to work with that. The angle's not encouraging. I don't want to pollute the purple. Ay. It is diagonal from here without interrupting this stream. Oh, push you back. And I'll have a better angle for this part. No, I won't. No, I won't, because it still goes the same direction through there. Meanwhile, I can't go diagonal from here because this is the spot, which would block that. Not sure what we're gonna do with green. Let's put a pin in that for now. Okay, so yellow goes through that, blue goes through that, yellow goes through that from apparently over here, probably. Maybe there? And then it goes through the window to that yellow, so that's good. We want yellow to go somewhere, starting like here, go that way. That means we want yellow to hit this most likely. Which is a use for this. If I can get the angle to work out. I need green to go here and there with red. Oh, purple going through here is bad because there's a red down there. Right, that's why I wanted to send a red through here specifically, separated. Okay, so what do we have here? We have a linear and we have two splits. And then another linear here. There's no... We don't have any reprogram cubes around here, so that's encouraging for me. Fairly sure that's what we're doing with you. Yeah. You're somehow gonna have white in you, and you're in a really strange spot, frankly. You're in a really strange spot. Let's see, you don't have to be full yellow, you could just be red. But if red has to go there and there, then we probably want to split here. Oh right, you can't switch these guys. I don't know why, that's weird. They only let you split similar things. Switch similar things, so I can switch this with that. But I don't see why. If I'm clicking on this and that, I clearly want to switch those two things. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. They're both things that sit on the same cubes and can face every direction. Can these go on walls too? Yeah. I don't know of any in-game reason why you'd only want to why you'd be restricted on moving one versus the other, but I can only switch this with other cubes, only this with other mirrors. And I'm not sure why. Just a weird extra step. That's a strange rule. One thing I can do is send the green up here, which is one of my goals. I want green to go up here, and I want red to go up here, because it splits to go red, red, then red and green make yellow, and go into the next chamber, and then have to be redirected at some point to stop the fact that that's gonna fuck things up over there. Right now it's purple and green, so it's actually a white beam, but that's not what I'm going for right now. We have a problem with this strategy because the purple beam's going straight through here. That's the first cube it hits without interference. So there is no way to make it separate into red first. It's made of red and blue, which is why I tried doing this before. That's how you get blue. But this needs to be yellow, not blue. Yellow is made of everything except for blue, so this system's not great either. All of my plans are bad. Well, here's an idea. Load. I won. What? Oh, I'm back here. Okay. I wanted to take a hint from the level design if I can. So what did this start out as? This was the starting configuration, huh? No, it's not. Nope. Never mind. Weird. So saving and loading doesn't work the way you might think it does. Because I was like, maybe if I can go back and see how the pieces were laid out at the beginning, it might have given me a hint of some sort. But as you can see, like the purple's switched, for example, and stuff's on the walls. Alright. Well, we should start over anyway, because I'm dead ending again. This one thing does solve a lot of problems, even if I don't know what to do with that solution. So it gives us green going through 3 of the things green needs to go through, and blue goes through 2 of the things that it needs to go through. So this might be one of the best things in the game. I was trying to direct it that way though, because I need to figure out what to do with this green. Can I just send it back down? I guess. Does anything else need green? Because that does make sure that it still goes through. That gives you green. No, not you. Not you. Because I'm still going to figure out how to send... Yeah, this still has to be yellow, not green. So I can't just split it. So I can't just simply split it because it's gonna be that. But I can't, but this will be yellow. Even if I filter it, then it'll break what's gonna come here, so I can't filter it, so I have to split it then filter it. Like this. That's actually helpful, right? Because if I'm about to, if this is going to be going up here as yellow, then it'll solve both of those, like, the yellow part probably happens somewhere around there. But if these are yellow, and this is yellow, and I filter it, that means that green goes through, I think this way, would make red go that way from the yellow, which would solve the red. We're still need to figure out how to send red into here. No. Blue has to go into there. That's still probably true. But how do I get blue to go there? To follow the green, but also still go this way. I can't split it and filter on the same square. Because I want the complete beam to go that way, essentially. Both colors. But I want blue to be on this, not be on this beam, but be on these two down here. Do I use you? That filters the blue out to hit both of the things that need to be blue, and then red goes out. Which means I still have red at that point. That means I have yellow. Oh shit, 9 out of 10! Oh shit, stuff's coming together. Ah! Okay. What am I even missing? Oh. We're still missing white. Is that all I need? No. That's blue and green. I need red. Red. Doesn't help. That just breaks the purple over there. I mean the red. Shit, it's so close. How do I get a red there? It can't go through there, because that's teal. So the red has to get up via here, which it is doing, but it's going that way. If I split you guys. There we go. Now the yellow and blue meet here, while the yellow can still go through. Ah! It's solved. And I think these are created in a way where it'll still be solved over here. And you don't necessarily have to think about it too hard. So I think I'm good. And not coming back to revise it. Huh. That's like a one episode puzzle. That whole puzzle's just a whole episode. Okay. Now what's happening in here? Okay, we got blue, yellow, blue. I can just barely almost keep the entire puzzle in frame if I stand in just the right spot. Right here. Okay. Ugh. So... that's a blue. So that... we shoot a blue through here. But the green... what? That's not like a trick of the light or anything, right? That's pretty definitely... yeah, because that's what a teal looks like. So that's a blue. The glass isn't messing with it. So somehow that's a teal, but that's a blue. So blue will shoot horizontally through here and hit there, but green would have to come down like this, while red goes straight. Or green goes like this. Can't go that way, because that would interfere with the red. There's no reprogram one, so it's got to be a mirror trick. That's like splitting the colors. That might be a strong clue, actually. There's probably only one mirror that works to do that. Except I already thought of like 2 or 3 variations of where it could be, so not necessarily. Because red has to go through, right? Hard to be sure. Hard to be sure. Oh, that's all. It's all weird. This is teal, but it reaches a blue. That's red, but it reaches a yellow. Not only does it reach a yellow, but it goes through to... I'm constantly there's so much background noise because I'm constantly moving the microphone stand and my seat, trying to get comfortable while I just sort of sit here and think for like half an hour at a time. It's not the most active game, so I'm kind of just leaning around. This doesn't make much sense to me. That's pure red. That's primary. That's not a mixed color. But that's a mixed color. And then on the other side is a color that isn't even either of those. Well, it's one of them. This is green and red. That's green, that's red. So like, them being all in a line is an issue, so... I don't know. I guess I should probably just ignore the entire room over there and not think about it right now. And we'll come back if it turns out it's a problem. Because there are... like, here they were the first cube, so I had to have them be correct. But there's like a 3x2 of customizable zone, so I can redirect the beams, and it looks like I'll have to. It doesn't look like there's continuity in the next room where you just shoot them through and they solve some of the cubes. So we'll just try to ignore that room for now. So I got 3 yellow cubes and 1 red cube here, 3 linear, 1 split, that are movable. There's 2 mirrors on the left wall, 3 mirrors on the right wall. And the walls are just a mess. Okay, so here on the floor I have a green and a red diamond receptacle. But on the walls we have like 10. We have like 10 goals. What a mess. Alright. The game seems to be suggesting that I split purple beams to send through the mirrors. Which... Huh. Maybe. The main thing is that when you reach the mirrors that are in the middle of the like on the corner, and they go left, both of them bounce into a purple receptacle, so you would think that I need purples. In addition to that, the bottom one has a purple on the starting side. So we probably bounce purples through both of them, at least the bottom one. You might hit the top one indirectly or something. Or it might be it might just be red. The top one you might just send a red through and split like a dead end blue to finish it off. Because the top layer needs red to go all the way through it, so maybe you shoot red from the right wall to get there. And then blue just kind of dies on that spot. There's so many mirrors here. This one's linear and it points that way. That suggests really weird things. So they put 3 mirrors here. One of these mirrors, you would think, because we're used to sending stuff up walls, is the first thought you usually have with a mirror, because we always start on the ground usually. But this mirror is positioned so that it lines up with this thing that points this way. So that means that you're supposed to use either this or this to send a laser down to send something into this side of the room. And one suggestion is the color green, which, wow. Like, how even do you do that? Meanwhile, this needs all 3 colors in one spot, so bleh. Doesn't have to be the color green. If it's the blue beam, it could be going through here. Could be redirecting the blue through here to make that, yeah, that makes that white, which is good. Then you could send it down. And do some nonsense with that. I think we need to filter... no. Green. Because that redirects the red up here. And if you redirect the red up here, then this green is now just getting green, but the blue and red go through here. And then maybe you want to split it. Except it's diagonal when you do that, so that's a problem. I wanted to send a red there and blue here. Because that needs to be purple still. I wish I had more of a plan. We've also got all this backspace to work with, but for what? I guess this. So this lines up with this. I'm not sure what all of these squares are for. This whole like 3 by 10 or whatever that this area is. It might just be a spawn point for your stuff, and that's it. Because the beam starts up on the wall. I don't have a beam in this level that's from this level. So it starts on the wall, and it ends on the wall. And the mirrors only go this deep into the room. There's no mirror past that point or past that point. So you're doing some really weird stuff of like bouncing stuff into this room, then back out of the room if you want to use any of this space. I don't know how that would help for the most, except you do have to, because this guy requires red and green. I forgot about these because they're kind of in the background. So we're encouraged to send a green down this side and a red down this side. But also green has to go into there. How? Green here? Like, that tile, it blocks everything. I have a splitter here. It's not coming from over here. Probably coming from down here. Because it can't come from this one, because that's just a dead end. There's no, it's all white. So if anything goes in this mirror, it just has to be a red. That also means that that's the only way to reach this, besides that, I guess, which would be really convoluted, because it'd have to somehow come down here, then get redirected. It seems more likely that red just comes down this one. So that would require a blue filter to solve the red. But somehow that is also going to be purple. You can imagine my confusion. My immense confusion. Then we have purple, which only deflects green. I think we want red to go down this, blue to go down this, and green to go down this because of green and blue, green and red here. And blue seems useful in this room. I guess there's at least fewer pieces if I split differently. Bring these guys down here because they're cluttering stuff up. Like if I split the white beam instead of the yellow beam, we just get this complete and there's fewer pieces involved in that mess. Might be helpful. Pretty confident you're in the right spot. The square lines up with the mirror and the green. So it seems like you're supposed to send something down that's not only green, but contains green. Then you figure out what to do with that. I can send you back through all the purples, which then we're gonna have to filter the blue out. So I guess that's what blue is for here. How did I... what? There we go. So what do I use red for? I don't know what the red's for necessarily. Oh, shit. That's where the red comes from? It loops around like fucking crazy. How do you think of these things? I have no idea. I love puzzles and I do not know how to make them. I haven't really tried, but God, I don't know how to make them. Like, how do you think of these things? There's gotta be some kind of system. Especially when you're like making them on demand, because you have like a schedule to keep and everything. It's clearly a hard thing to do because so many RPGs just use Towers of Hanoi and sliding tile puzzles to be a puzzle for a bit, or lights out, and that's really embarrassing when people just recycle things like that. We're currently down 4 diamonds. One of them is the purple needs to go there. This is white. So if you put a purple filter here, purple would go through as I want, because purple needs to go there, which filters out green and sends green into the green, so that's good. That is not what I thought that these colors were going to be. I thought it was going to be RGB, but instead it's R white G. So instead of being the 3 component colors, which just seem natural, we're sending white down and green. I guess that was kind of suggested because green and white were there. So that was the solution, is you're sending green and white down those mirrors. Just there's a paradox of, there's 2 conflicting pieces of information about what the mirrors are going to be used for. One is green and white being above 2 of the mirrors, and the other one is green and red being below the 2 mirrors, where green is now in a different position. And that's where the filter solves that problem, and also ends up creating the red. The whole thing kind of just falls in place like dominoes once you have the information of whatever's going wrong. Okay. So the current problem is that teal has to go there, then red has to go there. I've kind of figured out how to make red go there. I guess you could just move the mirror here? Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna be on I for... I was about to say I'm gonna be in World I for an hour. I've already been here for an hour, and I'm in I2. Huh. And they presumably get harder from room to room if the curve goes the usual way. So goddamn. All right, 3 and 4, here we come.